Right, he can't. You play it for him right now, and it's hot. He can't buy it. This is why he's fighting Drake. When you hit Drake, because he used the beat that he didn't actually use.
0 to 100.
This is apparently some insight into the real reason why Diddy don't with Drake.
Don't nobody with Drake. Drake is a slimy nigga.
They say what's done in the dark always comes to light. One of hip-hop's biggest stars may be caught in the crossfire. Rumors have been swirling for years about Diddy's secret parties and what really goes on behind closed doors. But now, Katt Williams just dropped a bombshell, claiming Drake can be heard screaming on one of Diddy's leaked freak-off tapes. That claim has left fans stunned. Could it really be true? Katt isn't the only one sounding the alarm. Legal experts say Diddy's court case is pulling back the curtain on years of cover-ups. And with tapes allegedly filled with wild moments involving major celebrities, people are starting to wonder, was Drake just at the wrong place at the wrong time, or is there more to the story? These aren't just rumors being spread online. Reports say the tapes exist, and several names are mentioned. If Drake's voice is really on there, this could shake the industry to its core. What was once dismissed as conspiracy is now being backed by courtroom testimony and media investigations. And if that wasn't enough, another part of this story shows just how far Diddy's beef with Drake goes, stretching back almost a decade. A Miami brawl, a stolen beat, and a revenge plot that nearly turned deadly. But that wasn't the whole story, because what happened next would change how Drake moved in the streets forever. Back in 2014, everything changed after a heated moment in Miami. According to multiple reports, Diddy and Drake got into a serious fight outside a nightclub during a VMA after-party. Sources say Diddy caught Drake off guard and punched him so hard, Drake ended up in the emergency room. The fight reportedly started over the beat for 0 to 100, which Diddy believed was his, but Drake used it first and turned it into a hit.
Puffy for so long and having dealings with him. What was the first thing you thought when you heard the story about him allegedly punching Drake?
He said F and clicked him. Drake, I actually thought Drake must have said something wrong to him or something, or did something, or tried to play him. Or something must have happened. I actually really didn't, I kind of just laughed. It's funny.
Although there was no footage of this, based on people that I've spoken to close to the situation, Diddy really did punch Drake in the face.
Oh, I got that call 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
At first, Diddy denied the incident ever happened. He told the media he had no problem with Drake.
Like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake. Drake is, right now, that's all I got. That's all I have to say. He's putting in his work. I didn't do nothing to Drake.
But behind the scenes, everyone knew something went down. Even 50 Cent joked about Diddy not recognizing a hit when he hears one, fueling the fire.
And then Puff, that's what Puff was calling me down to do it. But Puff can't even hear a hit. See, I know he couldn't.
Puff can't hear a hit? That's kind of crazy.
He still hear things from back then, that time.
Oh, got you now.
Right.
Okay. Got you.
He can't buy the record. He can't. You play it for him right now, and it's hot. He can't buy it. This is why he's fighting Drake. When you hit Drake, because he used the beat that he didn't actually use.
0 to 100.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So if he heard it, and then he heard Drake's use it, but it wasn't a hit yet until Drake put the lines on the record. And he's upset about that because he can't hear it, but he felt like he took something from him.
This wasn't just about music, it was personal. And that punch in Miami was just the beginning. The beef was about to get more dangerous. Rumors started spreading that Diddy wanted Drake off the map, especially in Los Angeles. And that's when whispers of a setup began to surface. After the Miami fight, word started traveling fast. Drake might not be safe in LA. Insiders claimed Diddy had quietly put a bounty on his head. It wasn't a loud threat, but in street circles, it was understood. If someone caught Drake slipping in the city, there would be a reward. Suddenly, people started acting strange around him. Movements got quiet. Eyes were watching, but Drake wasn't naive. He knew the streets talked, and LA could get tricky. So he made a move that may have saved his life. He reached out to the Game. Game had deep ties in the streets and the respect to keep things calm. And according to Game himself, people were contacting him, asking to line Drake up. Instead of turning his back, Game warned Drake and offered protection. That alliance wasn't just about music, it was about survival. But even with backup, Drake was still on edge. And the next moment showed just how real the fear had become. When it came time to shoot the music video for 100 with the Game in Compton, Drake showed up, but he wasn't calm. According to WAC 100, as soon as Drake saw unfamiliar faces on the block, he panicked. He jumped into a van and tried to leave, thinking something was about to go down. The truth? Those guys were there to protect him, but the fear was real, and it showed.
And Drake comes to Compton to shoot the video. 100. He shot it on Brazil and Wimbledon.
What all happened during that video? What was that?
He pulled up, Drake gave us love. Stunner cleared it for me, didn't charge me. Drake didn't charge for the verse. Drake actually brought his film crew to film it for us. That's what he wanted to do. We was on the famous Brazil and Wimbledon shooting it. We had to move blocks. And you know, when we move blocks, we send the little homies to do what they need to do. Drake kind of seen some activity and, you know, shit. He did what a motherfucker you're supposed to do. He got out of there. So we sent somebody to get him. Bro, it's cool. That ain't for you. That's for us. Because you know we seen going on. But you know we moving blocks. We're not just going to hit the block without the block being right. So we had to make sure the homies, you know, when they cleared the block.
They had to chase him down, calm him, and explain that the block was secure. The little homies had already cleared the area for safety. Drake eventually returned, and they finished the shoot. But that moment proved something deeper. Even with street ties, Drake didn't feel fully safe. He was moving carefully, always watching over his shoulder. And after what was happening behind the scenes, you can't blame him. That video shoot wasn't about a song, it was a silent message that Drake had backup now. Still, the danger wasn't over. The next twist involved Cassie, and it hit even closer to Diddy's heart. Years later, during Diddy's explosive court case, Cassie took the stand, and her words dropped a bomb. When prosecutors asked what triggered Diddy to attack her, she said it was because she was going to OVO Fest, Drake's event in Toronto. That was all it took.
So Cassie, she said Diddy whooped her ass. He found out she was going to OVO Fest. So this is apparently some insight into the real reason why Diddy don't with Drake.
Don't nobody with Drake. Drake is a slimy nigga. He make great music, but Drake is the type of nigga who he can have any bitch in the club. Any bitch. They can all be 12. But you walk in with one, he want that.
Cassie testified that Diddy showed up at her home and tried to assault her over it. Even after the confrontation, Cassie still got on that flight and went to the festival. The courtroom was stunned. This wasn't just about jealousy, it was obsession. It showed how deep Diddy's anger toward Drake really ran. Some believe that moment exposed Diddy's real motive. He didn't just feel betrayed in music, he felt like Drake was moving in on his woman. And Cassie going to OVO Fest might have confirmed Diddy's worst fear. But what made this even messier? A rumor from 2013 suddenly came back, and it painted Drake in a whole new light. That old 2013 rumor, it claimed Drake had plans to sign Cassie to his OVO label. Whether it was true or not didn't matter. What mattered is that Diddy believed it. In his eyes, Drake wasn't just a rival in music, he was now a threat in his personal life. And that's when things started spiraling. Even comedian Lil Duval had tweeted back then that Diddy swung on Drake simply for saying hello to Cassie. People laughed it off at the time, but now, with everything coming out in court, that tweet doesn't sound so funny anymore. To make matters worse, fans started rereading Drake's lyrics. His 2016 track 4 p.m. in Calabasas is filled with lines that now seem like direct shots at Diddy, calling out fake love, shady industry moves, and even mocking Diddy's take that catchphrase. And if those bars weren't obvious enough, what came next had everyone asking, was Drake sending warnings all along? Looking back, Drake's lyrics hit different now. In 4 p.m. in Calabasas, he raps, "All you self-promoters are janky. Even the OGs try to press me." Fans believe he was talking directly about Diddy. Another line, take that, was a clear jab at Diddy's trademark phrase. Then he dropped no love in their heart, so they fake that, possibly calling out the fake peace Diddy showed in public. He didn't stop there. Drake also hinted at domestic issues with lines like, "That man is not a man for you. Scared of letting your skeletons loose." Now that Cassie's courtroom testimony is out, those words sound like Drake was trying to warn her or tell her story before anyone else did. Fans think Drake knew more than he ever said out loud. And now that Diddy is on trial, people are piecing the puzzle together. But Katt Williams took things even further, with claims that shook the internet and brought the focus right back to those mysterious tapes. Katt Williams didn't hold back. In a recent interview, he claimed that Drake's voice could be heard screaming on Diddy's secret freak-off tapes. That one statement lit social media on fire. Up until now, the tapes were just rumors, whispers of wild parties, strange behavior, and powerful names caught on camera. But Katt says it's not just gossip. He claims you can hear people, not just see them, and Drake is one of them. Katt went even deeper, saying that many top rappers and music executives are on those tapes, not just mentioned, but heard. His warning? Most of them are acting like nothing happened because that's what people do when they've sold their soul in Hollywood, whether you believe Katt or not. The claims hit different with everything going on in Diddy's trial. The timing, the names, the sealed evidence. And if those tapes really come out after the trial, the industry might never be the same again. Right now, those tapes are still sealed, but legal experts say they could be made public once Diddy's trial wraps up. If Drake's voice is truly on them, people want to know, was he a willing guest or a victim caught in something darker? That question has fans and insiders divided. Some say Drake was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Others believe he knew exactly what he was stepping into. The internet has exploded with theories. One commenter said, "If Diddy's this bold going after A-listers, imagine what he's done to regular folks." Another wrote, "He put hands on both Drake and Cassie. He's an equal opportunist. People aren't just curious, they're angry." For years, the truth was buried under money, power, and silence. Now, the cracks are showing. And if the tapes confirm what Katt and others have hinted at, it won't just be a scandal, it'll be a reckoning. And with the final verdict still ahead, the last twist could be the most explosive of all. As the trial moves forward, one thing is clear. This is no longer just about Diddy. It's about the dark side of the industry that's been hidden in plain sight. Celebrities, artists, and executives who once seemed untouchable are now under a microscope. And if those tapes ever see the light of day, the fallout could be massive. We're talking about careers ruined, partnerships shattered, and secrets too disturbing to ignore. Drake, one of the biggest names in music, now finds himself tied to something that no one saw coming. Whether he was a victim, a witness, or something else altogether, his name being connected to those tapes changes everything. And with Cassie's testimony, the resurfaced lyrics, and Katt Williams' bold claims, the puzzle pieces are starting to fit in ways that can't be ignored anymore. But here's the real twist. This story has been building for years, from the Miami fight to the LA setup to quiet industry whispers. It was all leading to this moment, and now the world is watching to see who falls next and who walks away untouched. What started as a rap beef has turned into a full-blown scandal that could reshape the entertainment world. And we're not done yet. This trial might just be the beginning of something way bigger. If you're still here, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Katt is telling the truth, or is he stirring the pot? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next update.